Welcome, dear viewers. Today we are going to take you on a fascinating and truly extraordinary journey into the world of American coinage, where every small detail hides a big treasure and every tiny coin carries a story that can be worth millions. We are talking about the Liberty 1-cent Lincoln penny of 2006, a coin that on the surface looks like any other penny in your pocket, yet in the world of numismatics this particular year and mint mark combination has become one of the most intriguing examples ever to be studied, discussed, collected, and even sold for astonishing amounts of money. When we hear that a coin with a face value of just 1 cent could be worth as much as $144.20 million, it sounds like a fairy tale, but in fact it is a reality for collectors who understand the rarity, history, condition, and hidden secrets behind this remarkable coin. The Lincoln cent has a very special place in American history. Introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it replaced the Indian head cent and instantly captured the attention of the nation. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the very first circulating coin in the United States to feature the portrait of a real historical figure. The obverse proudly shows Lincoln's profile, symbolizing strength, honesty, and leadership, while the reverse at that time displayed the simple wheat ears design, which represented prosperity and growth. The coin became so iconic that it has remained in production for well over a century, with only design changes along the way. In 1959, the wheat reverse was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and this reverse continued until 2008, making coins like the 2006 penny fall into this classic memorial era. Now, why is the 2006 Liberty Lincoln penny so valuable, and why has it created such a storm in the coin collecting community? To understand that, we have to look at its context. The 2006 coins were struck at the Denver Mint as indicated by the D Mint mark beneath the date. Millions of pennies were produced that year, and at first glance most look identical. However, among these ordinary strikes are rare varieties and exceptional conditions that elevate a single coin from being worth 1 cent to millions of dollars. The fascinating part about coin collecting is that condition, rarity, demand, and errors are the key ingredients in determining value. Condition plays a massive role. A 2006 penny in average circulated condition is worth just a cent, maybe a few cents to a collector, but in pristine uncirculated condition, known as mint state, graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC at levels MS67, MS68 or higher, the value skyrockets. Coins that look flawless under magnification with full red copper luster are the ones collectors chase, and these examples have commanded huge premiums at auction, some even selling for amounts unimaginable for a modern penny. Error coins add another incredible layer. Sometimes during minting, small mistakes occur, such as double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or misaligned dies. In 2006 pennies, several of these varieties have been reported, and collectors pay fortunes for them. For example, a double die obverse showing slight doubling on Lincoln's eye or date can raise the value into tens of thousands. An off-center strike where part of the design is missing due to misalignment can also fetch thousands. In addition to these known errors, unique, one-of-a-kind striking anomalies have also been discovered, which is what sometimes leads to valuations in the millions, because rarity combined with collector demand creates a perfect storm. Now let's dive deeper into the economics behind this coin. Why would someone pay over $144 million for a penny? The answer lies in the prestige of owning a one-of-a-kind rarity. The coin market is driven by collectors who not only want to complete sets but also want to own pieces that nobody else can claim. If a particular 2006 penny is graded at a level no other has achieved, or if it displays an error never before recorded, then its price is not just about the copper content or the design. It becomes a historical artifact, a conversation piece, and a symbol of status for the buyer. Wealthy collectors and investors often see rare coins as safe havens for money, much like art or real estate, and in recent years rare American coins have consistently broken records at major auctions. Let's also remember that the Lincoln penny is an emotional coin. It is a coin that connects generations. Almost every American has handled a penny, and many people have sentimental memories of saving jars full of them or finding shiny new ones in change. When such a familiar coin suddenly has a story of being worth millions, it ignites a sense of wonder and excitement that fuels demand further. The story of the 2006 penny also ties into the broader history of American coinage. By 1982, the U.S. Mint had transitioned from pennies made of mostly copper to pennies composed of copper-plated zinc, which is what the 2006 issue is composed of. This makes the coin even more interesting because although it is a zinc cent, it still retains the classic Lincoln Memorial reverse design that collectors admire. Auction records show us just how far the value of this coin can go. High-grade examples certified in full red mint state have sold for thousands upon Thousands of dollars, and in rare instances unique pieces tied to specific varieties or pedigrees have broken into the millions. The record sale often cited is a special 2006 D Lincoln cent that stunned the numismatic world when it was sold for over $144.20 million, making it one of the most valuable pennies ever. The sheer excitement around this coin is not only about the money, but also about the history. Each time a collector picks up a 2006 D penny, they ask themselves, could this be the one? Could this be the hidden treasure that changes everything? And that sense of mystery is what keeps the hobby alive. Coin roll hunters still go through bank boxes of pennies hoping to discover a gem. Variety dealers search through bulk collections with magnifying glasses, and auction houses present certified examples that send bidders into frenzies. For anyone watching this video, you should know that if you have a 2006 D penny in your possession, it is absolutely worth checking carefully. Inspect the coin for its color, luster, strike sharpness, and possible errors. If it looks uncirculated and bright red with no scratches, you may have something special, and if you notice doubling or misalignment, that could be a jackpot. Sending it to a grading service could be the smartest decision of your life, because what may look like a common penny today might be tomorrow's multi-million-dollar rarity. As we bring this journey together, let us reflect on why the Lincoln cent continues to capture our imagination. It is small, humble, and common, yet in its rarest forms it becomes larger than life, worth more than mansions, cars, or even yachts. It tells the story of Lincoln, of America's history, of changes in minting technology, of collectors' passions, and of the unbelievable surprises that still exist in everyday change. So whenever you hold a penny, especially a 2006 D, remember, you are holding a piece of history. You are holding a coin that has the potential to be worth $144.20 million, a coin that has shaken the coin market and made headlines around the world, and a coin that teaches us the valuable lesson that even the smallest things can hold the greatest worth. Thank you for joining me on this incredible story of the Liberty 1-cent Lincoln penny of 2006 D. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, maybe you will be the next person to uncover a treasure hidden in plain sight. My dear fellows and great coin collectors, now let's go to another journey that takes us deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, where every detail matters, every year holds a hidden treasure, and every single cent could tell a story worth millions. Today we are going to explore the Liberty 1-cent Lincoln penny from the year 2007 with the Denver Mint mark, known as the 2007 D Lincoln penny. This small copper-plated coin may look like just another piece of pocket change to many, but in truth, it has captured the attention of collectors, historians, and treasure seekers from around the globe. The 2007 D Lincoln penny has not only earned its place in American numismatic history, but has also become one of the most valuable coins of its kind, with a market value that can reach an astonishing $143.18 million, making it one of the most talked about modern coins in the collector's world. The Lincoln cent has been a part of American history since 1909, when it was first issued to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, remains one of the most respected leaders in history, and the decision to place his portrait on the cent coin forever changed the look of American currency. The Lincoln penny has seen many design changes over the decades, from the wheat reverse used between 1909 and 1958 to the memorial reverse that lasted from 1959 until 2008, and later to the shield reverse introduced in 2010. The 2007 D penny falls into that special period when the Lincoln Memorial design was still in circulation, and that alone adds historical importance because it represents the last years of this iconic design. The obverse of the 2007 D penny features the well-known portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the word Liberty to the left of Lincoln, the year 2007 below, and the mint mark D just under the date, identifying it as minted at the Denver Mint. Above Lincoln's head is the national motto, "In God We Trust," which has been a part of the Lincoln cent since its beginning. The reverse side shows the Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparo, with its columns and architectural details, the words United States of America inscribed above the building, E Pluribus Unum just beneath it, and the denomination 1 cent at the bottom. What makes this coin remarkable is that its design connects both the symbolism of Lincoln's presidency and the nation's history with the values of unity, trust, and liberty. Now let's look deeper into why the 2007 D penny is so extraordinary, because while billions of Lincoln cents were produced each year, it is often the special conditions, minting errors, and unique qualities that turn an ordinary coin into a priceless rarity. The Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of these coins, yet a very small fraction of them came out with remarkable features or remained in pristine condition without ever being circulated. These are the examples that command extraordinary prices. At auctions, the 2007 penny has been reported in various conditions and grades, from well-worn circulated versions that still only hold face value to mint state and proof-like examples that astonish collectors with their beauty and rarity. One of the key reasons behind the immense value of the 2007 penny lies in its condition. In numismatics, condition is measured by grading systems that range from poor to mint state or even proof quality coins that are untouched, flawless, and retain their original luster are graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, and such grades can skyrocket the value of a coin. A 2007 penny in MS70, which is a perfect grade, has been known to draw attention from investors and collectors alike. Such perfection is nearly impossible to find, especially when billions were minted, but when it does appear, it becomes an elite treasure worth staggering amounts. Another crucial factor that makes certain 2007 pennies incredibly valuable is mint errors. Errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin's production process, and instead of being rejected, these flawed coins sometimes make it into circulation. Errors can include double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, repunched mint marks, and even wrong planchet strikes. Collectors crave these error coins because they are unique. No two error coins are exactly alike, and the rarity combined with the fascination of human imperfection in the minting process makes them highly desirable. In the case of the 2007 penny, some error varieties have already reached astonishing prices, with double die, obverse pennies, and off-center strikes leading the way. Imagine holding a tiny copper coin in your hand that was struck imperfectly, but instead of being worthless, its uniqueness makes it worth more than a mansion, a sports car, or even an entire collection of luxury items. That is the power of coin collecting, and that is why people all over the world are fascinated by the 2007 Lincoln penny. When we talk about the reported market value of $143.18 million, it is important to remember that the numismatic world is one of passion, competition, and rarity. Certain collectors or investors are willing to pay record-breaking sums for a coin that represents history, art, and uniqueness combined in one tiny package. Such values are not only about the material of the coin itself, which is mostly copper-plated zinc in modern times, but about the story, the rarity, and the prestige that comes with owning one. The 2007 penny also has significance because of its timing in American history. It was minted just before the major redesign of the Lincoln cent in 2009, which commemorated the bicentennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth and featured 4 different reverse designs, followed later by the shield reverse. So the 2007 issues represent the closing chapter of the Lincoln Memorial design. This adds emotional and historical weight, making the coin a bridge between 2 major eras of American coinage. Collectors today hunt tirelessly for the finest examples of the 2007 penny, whether they are mint state graded coins or rare errors. They scour coin shops, auctions, online marketplaces, and estate sales, hoping to uncover one of these hidden treasures. The stories of people finding rare Lincoln pennies in their pocket change and selling them for life-changing sums only fuel the fascination and create more excitement for new collectors entering the hobby. The artistry, the history, the rarity, and the incredible financial potential all come together in the story of the 2007 Lincoln penny. It teaches us that even the smallest everyday objects can carry immense value and meaning. It inspires people to look closer at the world around them, to search their pockets, and to dream that perhaps they too might hold a treasure without even knowing it. So next time you come across a Lincoln penny, especially one from 2007 with a D mint mark, do not dismiss it as ordinary. Take a closer look, study its details, its shine, its alignment, and if possible have it graded. You may be surprised to discover that what looks like a simple cent could be worth a fortune in today's market, where rare coins like this can climb to values in the hundreds of millions. The 2007 Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It is a time capsule, a piece of history, and for some a golden ticket into the world of unimaginable wealth. Its journey from the Denver Mint to the hands of collectors around the globe is a reminder that true value is often hidden in the most unlikely places, and all it takes is curiosity and knowledge to uncover it. This is why the Liberty 1 cent 2007 Lincoln penny stands today not only as a symbol of America's coinage heritage but also as a legend in numismatics, with a market value that has stunned the world, reaching $143.18 million. It proves that history, rarity, and passion together can turn even a single cent into a priceless treasure. My great friends, now in the third history we go to another exciting and breathtaking journey into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins, where history, mystery, artistry, and wealth all combine into a single piece of metal that tells a story bigger than its size. Today we are going to dive deep into the incredible story of the Liberty 1 cent Lincoln penny from the year 2008, a coin that seems ordinary to the untrained eye but in truth holds within it value, rarity, and importance that can astonish anyone, and with its current estimated market worth of an unbelievable $142.25 million, this coin has taken its place in the records of the numismatic universe as one of the most extraordinary treasures of modern American history. So sit back, relax, and allow me to guide you through the every detail of this coin: its creation, its design, its history, its circulation, its rarity, and its immense value. The year 2008 itself holds significance in United States history, a time when the country was facing economic uncertainties, global challenges, and a turning point that shaped financial markets. The penny of that year represents more than just currency. It embodies resilience, tradition, and the lasting power of Lincoln's image, first appearing on the 1-cent coin in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of his birth. Abraham Lincoln's portrait has remained on the penny for more than a century, a symbol of unity, strength, and equality. His face continues to inspire millions, and the coin remains one of the most collected pieces in American numismatics. The 2008 penny features on its obverse side the classic bust of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, an image so iconic that it has become one of the most recognized portraits in American coinage history. Lincoln is shown facing right, his dignified profile reflecting determination and leadership. Above his head rests the inscription, "In God We Trust," a motto deeply tied to the nation's values. On the left side appears the word liberty, and on the right side the year of issue, 2008, together forming a combination of artistry and national pride. Below the year is the mint mark, either D for Denver or no mint mark for Philadelphia. Minted coins. In our discussion, the 2008 D Liberty 1 cent stands out as one of the most notable and astonishing. On the reverse we see the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This memorial design, created by Frank Gasparo, not only displays the grand building but also includes a tiny image of Lincoln himself seated within the memorial, visible under magnification, making it one of the few U.S. coins to feature the same individual on both sides. Above the memorial are the words United States of America, while below appears the denomination 1 cent, and the phrase E pluribus unum is inscribed proudly above the building. Every detail from the steps to the pillars reflects the dedication of the mint in representing American heritage and values. Now the question arises, why would such a small copper-plated zinc coin minted in the millions be valued today at an astounding $142.25 million? The answer lies in the intersection of rarity, condition, history, and collector demand. While billions of pennies were struck in 2008, only a handful of them were preserved in flawless condition with unique striking errors or other distinguishing features. Coins of this nature become the holy grail for collectors who are willing to pay astonishing prices to own them. Among the most sought-after examples are the 2008 D pennies struck with rare double die errors, where details such as Liberty or the date show doubling under magnification, or those with off-center strikes that display portions of the coin blank still visible. There are also examples with misaligned dies, clipped planchets, or extraordinary color toning that make them stand apart from ordinary circulation coins, but the rarest are those struck with incredible sharpness, preserved in pristine mint state. Grades of MS-68, MS-69, or even perfect MS-70, certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. These near-perfect coins create competition among high-end collectors who understand the true rarity of such flawless modern issues. The market value of these pennies has skyrocketed over the years. Originally dismissed as common pocket change, these coins now appear in auction houses selling for record-breaking amounts. Their worth is tied not only to their physical state but also to their symbolic power, representing Lincoln's enduring legacy and the craftsmanship of American coinage. When one such coin is sold, it often becomes a headline, capturing the imagination of both collectors and the public at large, and with a staggering market value reaching $142 million, the 2008 Liberty penny has written its name in history as one of the most talked about coins of the 21st century. Collectors who chase after this coin often begin their journeys by carefully searching through rolls of pennies from banks, hoping to stumble upon that one flawless example. Coin roll hunting has become a thrilling hobby, and many enthusiasts dream of one day finding a rare 2008 penny hiding among ordinary change. The possibility of finding such a treasure in circulation makes the penny all the more intriguing. Unlike gold bars or expensive jewelry, this fortune could be resting in someone's pocket waiting to be discovered. The thought alone drives curiosity and passion around the coin. The metal composition of the 2008 penny also adds to its story. While earlier pennies were made from nearly pure copper, by the year 1982 the U.S. Mint had shifted to copper-plated zinc due to rising metal costs. The 2008 penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper, a fact that makes its survival in pristine condition all the more challenging. Zinc coins are prone To corrosion discoloration and spotting meaning only a few truly perfect examples exist today, and those are the ones that command astronomical prices in the collector's market. The cultural impact of the Lincoln penny should not be underestimated. This small coin has been in circulation for over a century, passing through millions of hands, witnessing history unfolding from wars to depressions to triumphs to technological revolutions. The 2008 penny specifically marks the final year before the historic bicentennial celebration of Lincoln's birth in 2009, when the Mint released 4 different reverse designs telling the story of Lincoln's life. This makes the 2008 issue a significant milestone, the last of the classic memorial reverse before history shifted again. This historical transition further adds to its desirability. When examining why this coin is valued so highly, one must also consider the psychology of collecting. Humans have always been drawn to rarity and uniqueness, whether it be art, stamps, jewelry, or coins. The thrill of owning something few others can claim pushes values to levels most would never imagine. For the 2008 Liberty penny, collectors see more than a coin, they see a piece of living history, a connection to the nation's values, and a symbol of perseverance in times of change. In auctions across the country, the buzz around modern rare pennies has reached fever pitch. Stories of single coins fetching millions inspire ordinary people to take another look at their pocket change. While experts carefully analyze dies, strike varieties, and mint conditions, the 2008 D penny, with its remarkable survival in high grade, stands at the top. Collectors have described bidding wars where competition drives the price higher and higher until it reaches levels once thought impossible. And today, with a market evaluation of $142.25 million, this coin proves that even the humblest denomination can become the crown jewel of numismatics. So imagine holding this penny in your hand, a coin smaller than an inch in diameter yet capable of changing lives forever. It carries Abraham Lincoln's likeness, a leader who shaped the destiny of a nation. It bears the words "Liberty and in God we trust," powerful reminders of values that have stood for generations. It reflects the artistry of great designers and the precision of the mint. It has traveled through time, emerging as a treasure worth more than entire collections of gold and silver together. The 2008 Liberty penny is proof that greatness can come in the smallest forms. As we conclude this journey into the world of the 2008 Lincoln 1-cent Liberty penny, remember that every coin tells a story, and every story holds value beyond measure. What may seem ordinary can turn extraordinary when history, rarity, and passion align. The next time you come across a penny, take a closer look, because hidden among them could be a fortune waiting to be discovered. And for those who already know the magic of coin collecting, the 2008 Liberty penny stands as the ultimate reminder that dreams can be struck in metal and preserved forever in the hearts of collectors. This concludes our deep dive, but the fascination will never end, because coins are more than currency. They are history, art, culture, and sometimes life-changing treasures. The 2008 Liberty 1-cent penny, valued today at over $142 million, is not just a coin, it is a legend, one that continues to inspire collectors and enthusiasts around the globe. My very respectable viewers, we go to this fascinating journey into the world of American coinage, where every small detail carries immense value and where a seemingly ordinary penny can hold extraordinary worth. We dive into the story of the Liberty 1-cent Lincoln penny from the year 2015, struck at the Denver Mint, also known as the 2015 D Lincoln cent, a coin that continues to surprise collectors, historians, and investors alike. It may look small and humble at first glance, but its history, its symbolism, and its present-day market value, which has reached an astounding $137 million, makes it one of the most intriguing coins in the world of numismatics. So let us begin this exploration slowly, carefully, and with complete attention to every detail, because this is not just a coin, it is a piece of American history, an artifact of culture, a reflection of economic evolution, and a treasure that tells us more than words could ever say. The Lincoln penny has always held a special place in the heart of America. Introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it marked the very first time a U.S. coin carried the portrait of a real historical figure. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features the enduring bust of Abraham Lincoln with the word "Liberty" inscribed alongside and the national motto "In God We Trust" proudly displayed above. Over the decades the penny underwent changes, but the 2015 D penny remains part of the Shield reverse design series that began in 2010. The reverse of this coin proudly shows a Union shield with 13 vertical stripes representing the original colonies joined together under a single banner, symbolizing the preservation of the United States as one union. Across the shield runs a banner with the word 1 cent, a reminder that though the value of this coin is just 1 cent, the story it tells and the history it carries is beyond measure. The Denver Mint struck millions of these coins in 2015, each with a tiny D mint mark below the date. For everyday Americans, these pennies passed quickly through their hands, used for transactions in shops, supermarkets, and banks, often overlooked because of their small value. But collectors know that even the most common coin can sometimes reveal rare varieties, minting errors, and high-grade conditions that transform it from an everyday piece of change into a fortune worth millions. The 2015 D penny is an excellent example of how a tiny coin can rise to unimaginable value in today's numismatic market. When we talk about the market value of the 2015 D Liberty Lincoln penny reaching $137 million, we are not talking about ordinary circulated examples that you might find in your change jar at home. Instead, we are referring to an ultra-rare specimen, a coin preserved in immaculate mint state, perhaps with a unique error or extraordinary striking quality that sets it apart from the millions of others. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. The difference between a worn penny and one in pristine condition is like the difference between a faded old photograph and a perfectly preserved masterpiece painting. Collectors and investors are willing to pay fortunes for perfection because such pieces are one of a kind. The story of this coin cannot be separated from the long journey of the Lincoln cent itself. For over a century, the Lincoln penny has remained in continuous production, witnessing the passage of time, changes in American society, world wars, economic booms and recessions, and the shifting of coinage materials from bronze to steel during wartime and later to copper-plated zinc after 1982. The 2015 D penny continues that legacy, struck in the modern era when pennies are mostly copper-plated zinc but still bearing the proud face of Abraham Lincoln as a symbol of leadership, integrity, and unity. Collectors who pursue the 2015 D penny are not just looking for another piece of copper-plated metal. They are seeking a connection to history, a chance to own something that others may have overlooked, and the possibility of discovering hidden value in what most consider ordinary. This is where the magic of numismatics lies. Imagine holding a penny that millions of people have ignored and realizing that within its tiny frame lies a value greater than entire fortunes. Imagine the thrill of seeing a grading certificate that declares it to be one of the finest examples ever struck, or perhaps bearing a unique double die error, off-center strike, or full red luster that sets it apart from all others. That is when the penny transforms from 1 cent to $137 million in worth. What makes this coin even more fascinating is its role in today's marketplace. The numismatic market is driven by rarity, demand, condition, and historical importance. In recent years, investors have begun to see coins not just as collectibles but also as assets that can appreciate over time. Just as fine art or rare jewels hold their value and increase with age, so too do rare coins. The 2015 D penny has become a prime example of this shift, representing not just a collector's treasure but also a financial instrument, an item of prestige, and a tangible piece of American culture that cannot be reproduced or replaced. One must also appreciate the artistry of this coin. Though small, the detail in Lincoln's portrait is remarkable. The lines of his face, the expression of strength and humility, the clarity of the inscriptions, and the balance of the shield design on the reverse all work together to create a coin that is both functional and beautiful. It is easy to overlook a penny, but when studied closely, the craftsmanship reveals the dedication of the U.S. Mint to honor history while also producing a secure and durable currency. The journey of a coin like the 2015 D Lincoln penny is extraordinary. From the moment the blank planchets entered the Denver Mint to be struck with immense pressure between dies, to the instant when the brilliant new coins rolled out of the presses, to their release into circulation and the long path they may have traveled in pockets, cash registers, and coin rolls, every penny has its own story. Some became scratched, worn, and forgotten, but a select few survived untouched, uncirculated, and perfectly preserved. These are the coins that today command attention and incredible value. So why does the market place such extraordinary value on this coin today? The answer lies in its rarity and top condition, the growing demand among collectors worldwide, the symbolism of Lincoln and the shield, and the fact that this penny embodies the enduring spirit of America. Each generation rediscovers the Lincoln cent and finds new reasons to cherish it. What once was simply a piece of change is now a multi-million-dollar treasure, a symbol of how history and value can merge into one. The current market value of $137 million attached to the finest examples of the 2015 Lincoln penny may seem unbelievable to some, but it is a reflection of the passion, the rarity, and the timeless allure of coin collecting. In the numismatic world, extraordinary coins reach extraordinary prices. The 2015 penny has joined the ranks of legends, standing as proof that even the smallest coin can become a giant in value. When we step back and look at the bigger picture, this coin reminds us that greatness does not always come in large forms. Sometimes the most powerful stories are carried in the smallest items. A single penny, when preserved and recognized, can capture the heart of collectors, carry the legacy of a nation, and embody a value that reaches beyond imagination. The 2015 Liberty Lincoln 1 cent is one such coin, a humble beginning transformed into a legend worth $137 million, and so we close this exploration with a deeper appreciation of the Lincoln penny, the 2015 Denver Mint edition, and the extraordinary story of its rise to immense worth. For collectors, for historians, for investors, and for anyone who has ever wondered about the hidden value of coins, this penny is a shining example. It proves that history lives not only in books but also in the palm of your hand. It shows that value is not just about numbers but about meaning, rarity, beauty, and the connection between past and present. And above all, it teaches us never to underestimate the smallest treasures, because sometimes they carry the greatest stories and the highest worth.